Welcome to today's video on the fascinating world of ionizing radiation. It is a force that can penetrate matter, change atoms, and even impact our health. Join me today as I explain how ionizing radiation works. Ionizing radiation is a form of energy that comes from atoms or subatomic particles with enough power to remove tightly bound electrons from the orbit of the atom, creating ions. There are a few types of ionizing radiation, including alpha particles, beta particles, gamma rays, and X-rays. These particles and rays change in their size, energy, and ability to penetrate matter. For example, alpha particles are larger and they can be stopped by a sheet of paper or a few centimeters of air. Beta particles can penetrate more, but can still be blocked by a few millimeters of plastic or aluminum. On the other hand, gamma rays and X-rays are extremely energetic and can pass right through most materials, but can be absorbed after moving through several centimeters of lead or several meters of concrete. When ionizing radiation interacts with matter, it goes through a few different types of interactions. These interactions can cause biological effects, which generally means the response of an organism to changes in its environment. When ionizing radiation passes through a body, it can come into contact with the atoms and molecules within our cells, including DNA. This is a bit of a side note, but something I find really interesting. When this happens, when it comes into contact with DNA, it can actually destroy chunks of it by smashing into the atoms in it. And the reason ionizing radiation can cause mutations in animals and humans is because when DNA has been damaged and then it's reproduced, that same damaged DNA is reproduced, you end up getting basically corrupted or malformed growths. Such interactions can lead to obviously damage in our cells, potentially resulting in severe health risks. Fortunately, our bodies have pretty impressive repair mechanisms to fix this, fix the damage done by this, and basically small doses of radiation are pretty much harmless. It's extended exposure or very high doses that can have more significant and harmful consequences, and that's why it's very important to minimize unnecessary exposure to ionizing radiation and make sure that safety measures are in place at all times in medical and industrial settings that involve radiation. Despite the many risks of using and being exposed to it, ionizing radiation has essential and very important uses and benefits. In the medical field, it plays a central role in diagnosing and treating many diseases. Medical imaging techniques like X-rays and CT scans make it possible to detect illnesses early, helping with more effective and premature treatment. Radiation therapy is another important application that helps combat cancer by precisely targeting and destroying cancerous or tumor cells. In addition to that, ionizing radiation it finds applications in science, scientific research, industry, and even in power, generating nuclear power, for example. It's pretty important that we have balance between the beneficial uses of ionizing radiation and also being safe with it in order to protect people and the environment. I hope you enjoyed my dive into the fascinating world of ionizing radiation. Remember, understanding how it works helps you appreciate its potential benefits as well as being aware of its risks. Thank you for watching and stay curious.